right now, if you guys want to go ahead and tune in, please tune in to FloridaHipHopRadio.com. We about to talk about some real stuff right now. It's about to get popping up in here when it come down to our community, our black culture, the Latino culture, everything, because we're all as one. But we finna turn up right now for y'all real quick.
Julie, it's amazing how, like, your numbers are jumping, like, ridiculously crazy right now.
Yes, I'm here at the radio station right now. About to go ahead and broadcast this movement. Y'all see that right there? Florida Hip Hop Radio.
Desiree Brown in the building. Interview about to start in about 5 minutes, y'all. Y'all see what it is. But trust me, there's a big, larger plan behind this all, man. I'm astonished right now. You're a beautiful girl. Over 100.
All right, y'all. We about to go ahead and get this started.
All right.
Period.
Shut up. Yo, y'all see what it is? We definitely finna get it popping in here. With Mrs. none other than Mrs. Desiree Brown. My numbers are going up. Are we doing call-ins for this? No call-ins?
No call-ins.
No call-ins. Are we taking questions? No questions?
No questions.
Cool. Well, we holding court today, and we have a judge here. Her name is Mrs. Desiree Brown. I'm going to get right into it. When you get your headphones on and turn the mic on. And I'm going to hit this music, too. Ethan, you good over there, big dog?
Hey man, I'm chilling. Man.
You look good, man.
I'm straight just chilling. I'm glad to be a part of the
Alright, so we got the blue mic on. Got my mic on. Alright. Something right. Just 1 second.
Get ready, y'all. Get ready. It's about to get ready to happen right now. Yes, I am right now in the studio. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for sharing. Thank y'all so much for tagging people in it. This message is going to get out one way or another. Y'all ready? All right. They ready.
All right.
Yep, I'm doing the interview, you guys.
Let's get right into it, y'all. We coming through fine?
Yep.
All right, cool. So, we got none other than Miss Desiree Brown in the building. What's going on, D?
Hey, I'm
How you
doing
doing?
great. I'm feeling fabulous. I'm happy to be here.
I gotta say that I've never had an opening to a show like this. And by the numbers here, it's just crazy. I think I see the reason you do what you do.
Yes.
It could be called brilliant. Let's talk about it. I watch these numbers, these kind of things all the time. Even my numbers never look like this. This is crazy. But anyway, let's get right to it, man. I want to start from the beginning, the very beginning, from little Desiree. So you are a lifelong resident. You grew up right here in the city?
I grew up in Gainesville, Florida, you guys. Born and raised. I was always in dance competitions. with different centers. We always used to win first place all the time. So shaking this behind and popping this little vagina was never anything. It was literally nothing.
So,
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, y'all.
well, no, you're good. So you grew up here. You did say you grew up dancing.
Yes.
This is all new to me. I've known you for doing things like, well, I think when I first ran across you, you were running a bar.
Yes, so you guys, I was the owner of the bar when I was 21 years old.
I've seen you run a bar. I've seen you at Macy's.
Yep, I was doing cosmetics at Macy's, selling makeup at Macy's, doing makeup at Macy's, and selling fragrances at Macy's.
I've seen you at marches, social marches around the town.
Yes, so I also do like protests, quiet protests around town for the Black Lives Matter movement, which I really didn't see a lot of our black people there. It was more whites than blacks, but that's something that we're going to talk about.
We're going to go on all that?
Need to work on.
Okay, I'm still going.
Okay.
I seen you selling cars.
Yep, I sold cars at Honda of Gainesville. I used to sell cars before that too. I sold a car that wasn't even mine, y'all. Long story behind that. Y'all can go ahead and ask Gary about that. Gary Morrow.
Nice.
He'll tell you all about it.
Shout out to Gary Morrow. Now, I think I've seen that you run a pet grooming, babysitting, or what is it?
Yes, so I do pet sitting right now, you guys. And I work part-time at a convenience store. I still do goals and I still sell hair right now. And my pet sitting business, it requires literally, pet grooming. Also, like the pet care whenever, you have to go out of town. Pet boarding, that's what it's called, pet boarding. It requires dog walks, in-home sitting, or at my house in-home sitting.
So, aside from what you call ass shaking and all that, you take that out the equation. You got an impressive resume. You've done a little bit of everything, which I think that's impressive just on its own. Which to me makes you not just valuable, but very interesting. You know what I'm saying? To do. There's a lot of different things we just named. I mean, I did that for a reason. So let's get into it. But you are talking about. We'll just lead with how the show got started here today. And what I mentioned as being what could be called brilliant. Let's start right there. The ass shaking, and I've seen it myself. Those numbers shoot up. What do you think about that? What do you think about that dynamic? What's your take on that?
So the dynamic of the ass shaking on my live videos is to gather our culture attention. Our culture is literally basically still in the slave mindset. And the only way I can go ahead and feed my culture, because they're in the slave mindset, kingdom words and kingdom knowledge, is by shaking my behind, because that's what this culture feeds off of. This culture feeds off of violence. This culture feeds off of fighting. This culture feeds off of nude dancing, negativity, booty shaking, titty pouncing, dick, and pussy. So the only way that I can go ahead and get everybody attention is by shaking my behind. And I just love how people are tuning in and what I did actually worked. Because if I was in a business dress and speaking, I wouldn't get so many views. Before I did a video in my business dress, and I literally only got 100 views within 24 hours. But last night when I posted a video of me shaking my behind, oh my gosh, I literally got 1.2K views in 45 minutes. I even got more people that want business from me, that want goals, that want their cats and their dogs walked and stuff like that, that want their cats sitted, that want hair extensions. It just brought in so much business just by me shaking my behind, because that's what this culture thrives off of.
Now let's talk about, I've heard you mention, let's talk about you. You just mentioned it. Let's talk about you being dressed in what you say, a business dress. Talk about the difference between the kind of attention you may get speaking truth, speaking facts, speaking uplifting words to our community. Tell me about the difference between when you dress in business and when you're shaking what you call shaking your ass.
Okay, so you guys, he just asked me what's the difference, and like especially the different views, the different interactions that I get from me dancing and from me talking in a business dress and from me dancing half naked. Well, when I talk in a business dress, I literally don't really get any views. I don't have anybody watching it at all. I have probably 1 or 2, 3 people starting off watching it, but people don't really pay attention. People don't really tune in when I'm talking in the business dress and standing still like the strong black queen that I'm supposed to be like.
Nice.
But
So, no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The difference or whatever from me, like again, standing in a business dress and speaking knowledge and wisdom or whatever, and me dancing is when I dance naked or whatever, half naked, I get so many views. Like I said, I never seen 1.2K views in literally less than 45 minutes before in my life until last night. I never had so many views until I started shaking my behind. I never had so many shares until I started shaking my behind, half naked, because that's what this culture thrives off of. Business dress, not really too much views, not really any views at all. But when I'm shaking my behind half naked, I get this culture attention because that's what this culture likes.
You've proven this. Talk about the time that you realized this. When you the first time that you spoke passionately to your screen and without dancing or anything, and you didn't yield the results that you might thought that you should have got. I want you to talk about what that decision behind how you even got to that point, that kind of frustration.
Yes, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I got frustrated. I got frustrated with this black communities, with all the black communities. I got frustrated with the black culture. I got frustrated with our black people in Gainesville. I really got frustrated when I literally went on live, and I was in a business dress, and I didn't have no views really. When I really was talking facts, and I literally didn't have any views. I didn't have no positive feedback from me talking in a business dress about great knowledge and wisdom for our black community. I didn't have any shares. I didn't have any likes. I didn't have any comments. I didn't have anybody promoting me, uplifting me at all. And of course, when I'm trying to get out a powerful message, especially when it comes down to what's happening to our black men and our black women in this world, with getting beat down and also killed off or whatever by, the white racist people and by our own people. Even when I was discussing about what happened to me, that really happened to me. Being drugged, that really happened to me by a guy I was in love with. Like literally having a gang, the guy literally sending a whole gang after me or whatever to try to destroy me and take away my gifts and take away my talent. It really happened to me. I'm not supposed to be in my right mind right now. I'm supposed to be hearing voices. I'm supposed to be everywhere. Literally, this cup right here can literally sit right here. And I think this cup is literally flying in my face. That's how I'm supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be talking right. I'm not supposed to be just in my right mind, period, at all. Like, I'm supposed to be going crazy. I'm supposed to be just straight out of my mind, talking to myself, thinking that people is there. And, oh my gosh, it's just literally by the grace of God that I'm still here. But anyways, the reason why I'm bringing up that subject is because I really went live to tell you guys about my story and to tell you guys what's going on with the black culture and the black community and with our black men getting beat down and looked down on and our black women getting beat down and looked down on. We at the bottom of the charts here. Latinos and black people right now is at the bottom of the chart. Like I said, the coronavirus came out, and guess what, y'all? It's killing the black communities and the Latino communities right now. We are in trouble right now. We are not safe right now. If we don't all unite and stand together, we're going to be outdone, you guys. We are literally making the white racist people or white people minorities right now because there's so many of us, and they're getting scared. So the only way that literally to wipe us out is by this coronavirus, is by us killing each other, is by police brutality. And if we don't get it together, you guys, we're going to be defeated. We're going to go back to being slaves. We're going to go back to getting killed off, and that's already happening right now.
Wow. Let me ask you a question real quick. What I've heard you talk a little bit about it, just about individualism and that sort of thing. What is it like to be, what does it mean to be different in the black community?
That goes back to the first topic. That's a great question. Like I said, the first video, it wasn't getting likes in the business dress. But like I said, when I started twerking and dancing, I got so many likes. I got so many shares. I got so many comments, negative and positive. You know, it just went up. I got so many people commenting. I got so many people just in tune. So by me being different and by me shaking my behind, and this is what it's like, y'all. This is what it's like being different, because when you're an entrepreneur and you're inventing different things, people are going to look at you like you're crazy. Especially in this black community. They're like, what is she doing? This is not normal. Even when I had my first bar at the age of 21, there was no black woman or no black man that owned a bar in Gainesville, Florida at all. There was no black woman or no black man that was actually running a bar and actually owning it, y'all, at all. There was no black woman or no black man in Gainesville selling goals and doing goals at all. So people was looking at me all the time like I'm crazy. I even had, this is what it's like. At my bar when I was 21 years old, this was the time I was literally doing goals. This was the time that I was running my bar and selling hair. I literally had 2 black women, grown women. I'm 21. They're literally like 39, 41 years old. It was like, ew. Like, oh my God, who do you think you are? How the heck is you gonna do goals and sell drinks and be the owner of a bar and sell hair too? Ugh, you disgust me. That's how it is with our black culture. They beat you down. So, you know, that's the difference. That's literally the difference that I feel. That's the interactions that I feel by me being different. Even when it comes down to getting our black people, you know, to tune in, to understand the knowledge and the wisdom that I'm speaking, I still got our black women and our black men saying, how are you being a motivational speaker and an inspirational speaker when you're shaking your behind? Oh, how are you going to talk about God when you're shaking your behind? You're going to hell. But guess what? When I was in my church dress and speaking knowledge and wisdom and talking about God, I didn't have any views. I didn't have any shares. I didn't have any likes. I didn't have any comments. But when I did what God told me to do to get this culture attention, because God knows how to get his people attention. God knows how to speak to the slaves that's still trapped in the slave mindset. God knows how to literally feed kingdom knowledge and kingdom wisdom and kingdom talk to his people that is oppressed and still trapped in the slave mindset. Oh, y'all thought I was undressed, but I'm speaking some real stuff right now. So what I did was I obeyed God, because God knows his people, and we are the real Israelites. And when I say we are the real Israelites, us as black people is the real Israelites that's in the Bible. We are the first that is made. We are the ones why we're in bondage right now. We're the reason why we're trapped right now. And in order for us not to be trapped again, in order for us not to be slaves or still with the slave mentality, we have to listen somehow. We have to get the audience attention. And God sent me, and he said, you know what? The only way that I can get y'all attention is by by sending somebody to shake their behind to get in views. Because right now I got a lot of views. And last night, well, let me tell you, 1.2K views in 45 minutes, that was nothing but God. My businesses and stuff being promoted, my businesses and stuff bringing in more revenue, that was nothing but God. So that's what it's like. That's what it's like. People literally downing me, people literally talking bad about me. But guess what? Me still persevering through all the negativity and all the hate. Me still doing me. Me still being hyped and being encouraged and being motivated through all the negativity, all the hate, all the positivity, all the likes and all the shares. I'm in love with it, y'all. All right. Please keep it up.
So let me ask you this. What do you feel is the biggest issue that we face in the black community? Where should we start as a collective?
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say where I feel like we should start. Then I have a young gentleman. He raps and stuff like that. And
also your family.
He's also my family. He's a great entertainer, speak.
Mr. Ethan in the building.
Yes, we have Mr. Ethan in the building.
How you doing?
I'm sorry. Say your entertainment name.
Hi,
My bad.
how you doing? My name is Ethan Williams. Ethan Earl Williams, to be exact.
Earl.
I come from the Earl family.
Okay.
Yes. My rap name and my entertainment name is Recluse No Excuse. That's RECLUSE
Forgive me for getting you.
I'm not going to quit Will Claude, and I love you so much.
That's real.
Oh, sorry. I had to tell him I love him.
So no, but you was going to answer the question.
Okay, I am going to.
Biggest issue black community
faces. My
faces.
name is Ethan. Once again, I am an Aquarius. It's the age of Aquarius.
It is the age of Aquarius.
Let me tell you what the biggest problem in the black community is. The biggest fucking, and I'm gonna say that because it's so.
You can cuss on this radio station.
Because if I say fucking,
you can cuss on this station. Trust me. I paid a lot of money to do that.
I got to say, if you say fucking, it's mental illness. mental illness is the major thing across America, but in the black community, we do not pay attention to. We just call it you crazy, or this person is crazy. Oh, they just a little bit off. They just a little bit different. You have to name this craziness. Some people are schizophrenic. Some people have OCD. Yeah. Some people are suffering with PTSD.
Trauma.
Like, these are serious disorders that's going across the black community, and nobody's dealing with it.
It all started from slavery.
Let me say one thing. Let me say one thing.
They put these mental illnesses upon us.
You already saying it. That trauma that you're talking about, there's scientific proof that's coded in your DNA. So, like you say, from slavery, they passed that down to generation.
But see, the thing is,
so you're right, man.
But this is the difference that y'all have to understand.
Yes, sir.
In my house, I was raised by a narcissistic mother. So I was raised like a white boy in the hood that's black.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the difference. The stuff that went on in my home doesn't go on in a regular black home. What happened to me was what would happen to a white boy. Like, you have like sexual experiences, shit that changes your mind completely, but everybody around you is this way and they're going that way. So you're always the oddball. No matter how much you try to fit in, you stand out. And it changes you completely. And you're going through everything that the black man is going through. Right. Everything that the black man goes through.
You're not exempt.
Everything. Right. The health issues, the mental fucking illness that just doesn't get paid, because you got to be strong, that just doesn't get paid attention to. And then you have my own sexual trauma that I've dealt with. Because, see, I'm a bisexual man. I've dealt with my own motherfucking sexual trauma that changed my mind forever. And there was nobody there to help me but God. And that's why I'm here.
And that is something that I want to talk about.
Do you think there's a correlation between sexuality and people being not pedophilia, but people sexual abuse? Do you think there's a correlation between the two?
Between pedophilia and sexual abuse?
No, between sexual abuse and black males.
Because we don't pay attention to it.
Right.
It goes unseen.
Yeah.
Like in white America, sexual abuse is normal because that's how they fucking are.
Wow.
And I could look in the camera and say that.
Yeah, well, we definitely don't promote any hate speech up here. But I love white people. But I understand what you're saying.
Oh,
I know you didn't mean every single white person.
I love humor.
I know you didn't mean every single white person.
No. I have white friends that are like family to me.
I totally understand what you're saying.
But like when it comes to sexuality, they express it and they do not care.
Say that.
We do.
Yes, sir.
And in my house, we don't do that. Because I was raised in a weird culture. So to have sex addiction and to be a freak is normal. That's a normal thing. And everybody in my house got the shit.
Wow.
So I meet other friends who I've met who deal with these same things. I never matched the regular black male. Ever. Because I was a dancer. I was a singer. I was a rapper. I was a producer. I was an engineer. I never ever matched the criteria of knowing how to be a football player. To knowing how to be a basketball player. I could play it. And I was good at that shit. And I know if I stuck to that shit, I'd be good as fuck at that shit. I'd have been a good football player, a good basketball player. But I always wanted to stand out. So I stuck into some shit that I knew that if I kept doing it, by the time I reached a certain age, I'd look back and be like, damn, I can do more than just shoot a ball in a hoop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Motherfucker, like, I'm just putting myself in a situation to be taken
black
over.
men are multifaceted.
Yes.
You can do anything.
More than one thing.
You know, you can do anything.
I'm with you on that, man.
And
so
there's something I want to critique off of that. I'm gonna get back to your question.
No, you're good.
30 seconds. With our black communities, you guys, it's crazy. It really is. Hold on, let me get the camera right. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Oh, okay. But yeah, so with our black communities or whatever, and our black families, there's really no support in the black homes, like at all. You know, because our parents didn't have dreams, our parents didn't have goals. Also, our parents still look at us like the little girls that they raised up. You know, the little girls that they seen when they was taking care of us or whatever. They don't look at us for our purposes and stuff like that. They don't see how much time has changed. So they're literally traumatized. They're literally brainwashed as far as in they can't really, you know, you can't do nothing besides just get a minimum wage job or just get a quick career. You can't go to school and be a business owner. You can't be an entrepreneur, because that definitely wasn't allowed back in the days. And anybody can attest to that. There was nobody really in our generation and generations that was really business owners and entrepreneurs. It was something else that you wanted me to get to. You was like, what can be the change with our black community? The main thing that can be the change with our black community is by us supporting each other, is by us uplifting each other and stopping the killing. That's the first thing. Us gathering together as one to uplift each other and encourage each other instead of beating each other down. Because when I tell y'all the negativity that I got yesterday, just because I'm home and my hair is messy, my makeup not done, I don't work the double, I'm tired, I got bags under my eyes is red and stuff like that. People were saying that I'm on drugs. People was like beating me down, saying you got ugly hair and this and that, really trying to destroy my spirit and really was trying to destroy my image. Really was trying to make me stop doing what I was doing. Really was trying to make me feel bad about myself. And that's not right. That's not right as a black culture and as a black community. Because if I had those same people that was feeding me those negative energy, even though I'm a strong person, I didn't let that get to me. Because I know what's wrong with our people. Our people still is like in a slave mindset. They rather eat bones than eat meat or whatever. That's what we was trained to do. But if I would have had all those negative people that was on my live saying that, oh my goodness, she's on drugs, she's on Molly, she's on coke. I'm talking about people that I don't even know, that I never hung out with or partied with before at all, saying these things or whatever. But anyways, if I would have had those same people, y'all, to encourage me, to lift me up, to inbox me if I was actually on drugs, to say, hey, I wanted to go to Meridian with you. Or, hey, I want to go to counseling with you. Oh, do you have the money to go to counseling so we can help you get off drugs? Instead of being there for me if I was on drugs, you guys beat me down. You guys spit in my face yesterday if I was really on drugs. You guys literally stumped on me. Y'all stumped on my name when I'm really a gifted and talented person. And if I was actually on drugs, that means something really bad happened to me, like a huge death of somebody that's being close to me, a rape, a drugging that really messed up my mind, that made me act out. Because anybody that know me knows I've always been an inspirational person. I've always been a person of empowerment. I've always been a woman of business. I've always been a motivational speaker. So if I was to actually end up on drugs, like y'all say, I always cut myself up. So if y'all see my hair not done, y'all should have just probably inboxed me and been like, baby, I'll do your hair. You don't have the money to get your hair done, I give you the money to get your hair done. Oh, baby, you know, is you okay? You know what I'm saying? But y'all bashed me. So what we need to do is we need more positivity in this black community and this black culture. We need more uplifting in this black community and black culture. Because if y'all would have did somebody else like that was not strong enough, that done been raped like I was raped, that done been drugged like I was drugged, that done been taunted within their own home. I'm talking about passed out, my middle of my hand cut open. Y'all, I'm talking about literally being mentally and physically abused like I was or whatever. And if y'all would have literally spit on that person's face like how y'all did me last night, and that person was really on drugs and really going through mental abuse that literally would lead to the suicidal thoughts, depression, losing hope, and wanting to be off this earth, y'all would have made that person kill themselves. Thank God I am so strong. Thank God I am so powerful that I didn't let the negativity get to me. It just motivated me. But there are people out there with no help and that don't even know God, y'all, that really done lost hope, that done really been drugged and really been raped and really done being messed over really, really bad. And if y'all would have did that to them, they would have killed themselves. And there's so many people in our generation that have already killed themselves, and y'all want to cry. Y'all want to, wait, hold on. That's what I don't get. I'm about to get uppity with this. Y'all want to cry when somebody in this generation commits suicide, say rest in peace, I wish I was there. But just like I opened up last night or whatever, y'all would have literally belittled them. Y'all would have kicked them down. Y'all would have literally made them feel bad about themselves. Y'all would have made them feel like they can't open up. So why are y'all saying rest in peace to my friend or to this person? She was such a nice person and this and that for killing herself. I can't believe this person killed themselves. This is sad. This person killed themselves. Well, this generation wouldn't be killing themselves if we had our culture behind us. If they felt like they can open up to anybody in this culture, or felt like they can open up to this culture or open up to their black families, they wouldn't be killing themselves right now. And you wouldn't have to say rest in peace. Y'all up here doing all this for the clout for Facebook, saying I love her, I was always there for her, why couldn't she talk to me, or why couldn't he talk to me before they killed themselves? But look what y'all did to me last night. That's why our culture is killing killing themselves. I don't want y'all to ever say, I love this person. I was always there for this person. This person could have talked to me. Or rest in peace to this person that killed themselves, because this person cannot open up to this generation because y'all bashes them. Y'all literally kicked me yesterday down to the ground. Y'all spit in my face. Y'all threw bricks at me just from expressing myself. Y'all literally looked at me and laughed and said, "Oh, she's a liar, and something's wrong with her. She's on drugs." That is not okay. That is not okay. Even when it comes down to the gang violence of our black men getting killed, they can open up about what's going on in their life. Just like I opened up to y'all about what's going on in my life, about the guy drugging me, about the guy sending his gang members after me, Trey Lynn Calhoun, I don't care. I'm going to say his name like I say his name repeatedly, over and over again. But just like I literally opened up to y'all about what happened to me, about me being drugged, about me being raped, about me being taunted with and gang members sent after me, some of y'all laughed. Some of y'all laughed. Some of y'all was not there to support. But y'all want to say rest in peace to my bro. Rest in peace to my girl. Because she just got shot. She just got killed. But if that person could have opened up to what was going on in her life without feeling like she's going to be judged or beat down, or without feeling like she's going to be getting called a liar, we could have saved that black man or that black girl from getting killed. And we wouldn't have to say rest in peace. Even when it comes down to our brothers and sisters getting locked up, y'all be so ready to say, free my bro, free my bro. But did y'all tell y'all bro not to do that? Did y'all encourage y'all bro not to rob that person? Not to literally sell drugs to the wrong people? Because I don't care how you get it. A hustle is a hustle. I don't care about people being a part of a gang, a blood gang, Crips, and all this type of stuff. That's okay. But when you're corrupting the gangs, the blood gang, the Crips, and everything else, that's where it goes wrong at. You guys are using the gangs to literally turn out our women sexually. You guys are using the gangs to literally kill each other, to knock us off. The police don't even have to kill us no more because we're doing it ourselves. You get what I'm saying? We need to use these gangs to literally speak positivity, to encourage one another and motivate each other. Because there's too many people getting killed. And if we literally go ahead and turn the negativity into positive, we'll have more of our black sisters and black brothers being business owners, reaping back the land that was stolen from us. Okay?
Let me stop you right there.
Can I say one more thing?
Go ahead.
This all starts with the mind. All of this starts with the mind. The mind controls the body. It controls everything that goes on in the body. If you start to remodel the brain, you can reconstruct culture. If you remodel the brain, you can reconstruct culture. I'm going to say it one more time. If you remodel the brain, you can reconstruct culture. Amen. Culture is created. We have created culture. We go by what we think is culture. So black people are the creators of everything. We the ones in charge. So if you are the ones in charge, I know that. I'm working on it. You just haven't seen it yet. But if you know you in charge, then you know you need to step up and be a leader. Lead the people.
So that's what I was trying to get to. Where the person, let's say the person is watching this right now, average person, and they wanna help. They wanna be involved. How do they access your movement? What's the first step to switching this thing around as an individual?
Okay, so all right. Like I said, we know what's going on in our black communities. I'm gonna make one more summary of that. We need to go ahead and stop the gang violence. We need to all come together as a black community, as a black culture. We need to all be there to support each other and uplift one another instead of beating each other down. That's the first. That's the start to changing our black communities and our black culture. That's where it starts at. Now, if you guys would like to go ahead and join my movement, all you guys have to do is join my empowerment groups. I have a nice, beautiful, big kitchen, center that I can rent out, and that I'm going to start renting out with a big flat screen TV, nice couches, fireplace. Again, I can cook. If anybody else want to join in and cook or order different things, we can do it up. We can do it big, music, great times, even just powerful messages, just everybody uplifting each other, everybody getting together to encourage each other. So that's how you guys can join. I want to go ahead and have you guys take out a pen and piece of paper, or just go ahead and get your notepad out. But I'm going to go ahead and give you my email. My email is DesireeBrown352@gmail.com. Again, Desiree, Brown, BROWN 352 @gmail.com. My phone number is 352-451-2467. Again, 352-451-2467. Or what you can do is just contact me on Facebook. Again, I have a big, huge center that can take up so many people in that place. And we can all just get together, have a good time. Because shaking our behind is in our culture. And that's another thing, too. Y'all so brainwashed. Y'all so brainwashed. And to the point where y'all thought what I was doing was wrong. Y'all thought what I was doing was against God's will. But you got, where we come from, Africa, people naked shaking their behind as a culture. With no top on, no bottom on. Just shaking behind, vaginas, and titties. That's where we come from, y'all. That's our culture. That's who we are, shaking our behind. So that's a great way to get in the audience, to get the whole audience in. But anyways, when we meet up, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a day and a time. I gotta rent the place out or whatever next week. So when we all link up, I'm gonna be playing all different types of music. It's not everybody don't believe in God, and I'm not gonna force God on anybody. But I'm about to be playing all type of music. We can turn up, have a great time, and we can talk about positive stuff, and we can talk about ways to unite amongst each other. Let's go ahead and do something different within Gainesville and get the black culture together, because there should be no reason why during the black protest that there was literally nothing but white people marching for Black Lives Matter, and it was like basically none of our people marching for Black Lives Matter. And I had literally our niggas or whatever coming up to me saying, I seen you protesting. Okay then, well, my nigga, why was you out here protesting with us to go ahead and stop the to stop what's happening to us and killing each other, and the whites killing us, the white police is killing us and stuff like that? Why couldn't you be that change? Why couldn't you come out? So again, please come in. It's going to be huge. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be very powerful. I can't wait to see y'all there.
I'm not going to ask you to address no haters. Mm-hmm. But what I am going to ask you to do, and you touched on it already too, man, which is even better. I want you to talk to the person that you described earlier that might not be as strong as you, the person that has to deal with negative people. It might be struggling with that. Talk to them on how to deal with what we might call haters or negative people. Period.
Okay, all right. So he wants me to go ahead and speak about.
Just give advice to him, please.
Yeah, how to talk about how to deal with negative people, negative backlash, and people just like throwing dirt on your name and throwing bricks and just spitting in your face. This is how you deal with it, y'all. This is really how you deal with it. First, you have to literally find yourself. You have to find yourself. You have to know who you are. Because if you don't know who you are, you will become suicidal. You will become depressed. You will become stressed out. You will end up having PTSD. You will end up losing your mind. So first, you have to find yourself. You can either find a higher power that you are really connected with. You can either find a source of energy that really fits you, or you can either find God. Second of all, you must ignore all the negativity that comes your way. Be who you are. Okay? There's going to be a lot of people that don't agree with you, but they are not you. Do what makes you happy, because you are the one that's in control of your life. Just have a strong mind. And like I said, don't care about what anybody say. And I'm so happy y'all are willing to link up and turn up with me and at this center and have a great time.
That's
for
real.
real.
Can I say something?
Say something real quick, brother.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Hi. Once again, my name is Recluse No Excuse. I have an album out called Anti-Hero. This is how I feel about haters. Fuck them. This is the new thing that you need to understand about people who don't like you. You need to love them anyway. Why? Because they don't like themselves. And that has nothing to do with you. And because that has nothing to do with you, you need to focus more on yourself. Now, if you replay what the fuck I just said,
that's real.
10, 15 seconds ago, you would see that made ultimate sense.
Yeah,
yes, I like that. And that's another thing to go ahead and talk about too. Like you said, The reason why people are looking at you crazy and looking at you funny, like what they did to me saying I'm on drugs to try to make me look bad, because they feel bad about themselves. They see that I'm doing something doing something different, doing something unique. Who have you ever met in Gainesville, Florida, and probably other places that literally get the audience by shaking their behind and give positive messages out too, or whatever? You have to love yourself. Like he said, don't worry about what anybody have to say about you. Fuck them. They're not in control of your life. You are in control of your life.
Nice.
Okay?
I like that. Last question. I know you got to go.
Yes,
I know you got stuff to do.
Behind too before
Yeah,
I
we
leave,
definitely
so
go.
y'all get the viewers in, because I'm about to turn up. Ass and titties, shake that ass and titties.
See, crazy. Now check this out. I got to ask you this. Your first reaction when you saw that people were commenting saying you were on drugs or there's mental health issues, which clearly is obvious that can't be the point there. What was your first reaction to that?
Y'all want to know my first reaction to when people were saying that I was on drugs or I have a mental problem or something is wrong with me? In my head, guess what I said? I said, fuck them. They don't know me anyways.
Nice.
I don't know who these people was that was saying I was on drugs. I never seen these people a day in my life. I never even talked to these people a day in my life. I'd be alone. I'd be always to myself. Anybody that literally that knows me knows that I'm always solo and I'm always to myself. So I didn't have anything to say to the people that was literally saying I was on drugs, because I knew they were still stuck in a slave mentality. And I was speaking some real kingdom knowledge and wisdom that slave mentality people can't understand. How the heck I'm going to feed meat to a group of people that's saying I'm on drugs when all they rather eat is bones?
I think that's a good place to leave it.
So I didn't care.
Before you get up,
Another thing. It motivated me. So all those negative comments and those tags, it motivated me. I'm about to start back modeling. I'm about to start back running for Miss Florida USA. I got more appointment for my girls, like I said before. I got more hair appointments. I even got more pet appointments. And people want me to watch their kids. But I'm not finna shake my behind in front of y'all 4 and 5-year-old son's face. I'm sorry. I know that's why y'all want me to watch y'all kids. I'm not doing it. That's what they was saying.
People crazy.
That is crazy.
They crazy. Look at all the damn views.
That is crazy.
They crazy.
So, any last words before we get out of here? Any parting words that you want to let the people know before we get out of here?
I love all my loved ones, all my friends, all my families, all my haters, all the people that don't understand me, that will soon understand me. I love everybody, and I'm so thankful for you guys. Please continue to tune in, and I can't wait to turn up with y'all at this dinner. We finna turn it out. I'm thinking about a day party with a whole bunch of food, drinks, music, and great times. If you don't like me, you can come too. Just leave the drama at home, because there's cameras in there, and you will go to jail. It's a lot of cameras. Leave the drama at home. You can shake your behind on people's private parts. You can hug and grind and stuff like that on people. You can talk and have a great time. You get what I'm saying? But leave the drama at home. If you don't like me, I want you there, because I want to be able to talk to you and turn up with you so you can see who I really am.
Sounds like an
I'm
interesting
ready to
place.
shake this behind for real. I'm going to show you how it's going to be going down when we all link up. It's going to be positivity, and it's going to be a lot of ass shaking and dick popping. Period.
Hey, you do your thing.
All right.
I appreciate you coming through and blessing us right here on Florida Hip Hop Radio. It's very interesting, and it's awesome to have you here, baby.
Thank you. Okay,
take care of yourself.
Started.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Let's get it popping. All for you.
Get it started. Get it started.
Appreciate you coming through.
All right.